Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a short video on what you need to bring home with you when you bring home a rabbit. So this is going to be sort of an overall of the supply list and what you're going to need to have on hand going forward as well. So the first thing you're going to need is a carrier. Obviously, because you need to transport the rabbit to begin with. I have a video on what carrier I use. You don't have to get the same one, but for beginners or folks who are a little bit less experienced, definitely look into a hard-sided carrier with lots of ventilation and enough room for the bunny to be able to turn around in. Okay, so the second most important thing, I would even put it maybe above the carrier, but we're kind of going in chronological order. So hay. Hay is so freaking important, you guys. And the reason it's so important is because, one, it helps your bunny's digestive system. They literally eat hay to help push their poop out, and it also helps keep their teeth trimmed, which is also very important. You don't want your bunny to have dental issues. Bunnies' teeth grow continuously for the rest of their lives, so they need to chew on something, and that something is going to be hay. Okay, third thing, water bowls and food bowls. I mean, if you really just want to throw the food on the floor and you don't want to use a dish or a bowl, that's fine, I guess, but for organization's sake, you probably want to get a food bowl. But the water bowl is really important because that's how your bunny's going to consume water the best way. Forget about those little bottles that have the little feeder at the bottom. Not enough water comes out of that. I'm sorry, just don't even go there. I don't know why companies and pet stores still sell this. You wouldn't give that to a dog or a cat, so why do it to a rabbit? Rabbits drink as much water as a large dog. So the next thing is a litter box. You really want to start training your bunny as soon as they walk through the door. You don't want to be dealing with them peeing and pooping everywhere. So a litter box is where they're going to do their business, and rabbits respond very well to litter box training. It really helps for them to be spayed and neutered, by the way, if you want them to have really, really great litter habits, just because they stop sort of marking their territory after they get fixed. In the litter box, you want to make sure that you've got some kind of liner. Maybe you can use newspaper. I use pee pads, or you don't have to use liner at all. I just think that it helps with the mess a little bit, and it helps like absorb the urine. And then you want to get litter. That's also going to absorb a lot of the urine. Paper-based is the way to go, or wood stove pellets are great. If you're on a budget, you can use shredded paper if you have a shredder, but never use cat litter. It's way too dusty. You don't want your bunny inhaling those particles. On top of that, bunnies sometimes tend to eat the litter, and you don't want them ingesting cat litter. It's not going to be good. Okay, so food, veggies. I have a video on Lennon's particular diet. You don't have to follow her diet because obviously every rabbit is different, but you want to go for leafy greens. Like romaine is obviously the go-to. Green leaf lettuce. They also like herbs such as cilantro and basil and parsley. Pellets, I don't know if that's necessarily as important as everything else. Obviously, if you have a baby rabbit, you want to be feeding them pellets and alfalfa hay just because they are growing and they need to put on weight. Adult rabbits don't need pellets. I do give Lennon pellets, but I only give her a fourth of a cup and only once a day in the morning. It's a very small amount. The majority of her diet is hay and veggies. To Lennon, pellets are more like a side dish. So just remember that they're not necessary, and if you overdo it with the pellets, your rabbit can gain a lot of weight, so you have to be really careful with that. Okay, next, a playpen. This is what you're going to use to enclose your rabbit in the beginning, most likely. Forget about a cage. Rabbits don't belong in cages. And even if you wind up free roaming your bunny down the line, you're not going to regret having a playpen as a backup for, if you have maybe guests come over, or sometimes you might travel and you might need to take the playpen with you. You just never know when you're going to need a playpen. People also call them X-pens, by the way. Bunny proofing supplies, very important. You can either bunny proof before bringing the rabbit home. Personally, I would observe your rabbit first and see what they're inclined to chew or what they're most curious about, and then base your bunny proofing off of that. You know, for instance, there are some bunnies that love baseboards, and then there are other bunnies that have no interest in them whatsoever. So then you don't need to spend money on bunny proofing your baseboards. But Home Depot is a great place for that. Amazon, the 99-cent store. I have a bunch of videos on bunny proofing techniques, and I'll probably have more in the future, so check those out. And I know it sounds excessive, but the thing is, people baby proof their homes. You know, they kid proof stuff like electrical sockets. People also dog proof their homes, so bunny proofing is not much more work. Okay, next, grooming supplies. Definitely get a brush or a comb. I'm gonna link below some combs that I like for Lennon. Obviously, the Hair Buster is a great tool. Try to stay away from like the brushes with really pokey bristles, because rabbits have really sensitive thin skin and you don't want to hurt them. I also like to use a flea comb, and I have a good hack for how to make your flea comb work a little better, so check out that hack. Okay, toys. You know, rabbits love to chew on wood and straw and basket weaves. They also like to pick up things with their teeth and toss them around, so baby toys are good for that. They love to dig, so maybe you can create your own digging box. I have a video on how to do that, which you can check out. And it kind of sucks because you're gonna go through some toys and you're gonna realize that your rabbit doesn't love certain toys, but they do love other toys, and it's a matter of trial and error. Okay, and last but not least, medical supplies. Maybe you have a special needs bunny, or maybe you just want to have a first aid kit in case of an emergency. That can include a variety of things such as syringes and nail clippers and gauze pads and critical care. Really important, you guys. This is a food that sort of you can put into a syringe and feed your bunny if they're not eating on their own. I have a video on what's in my first aid kit that you can check out. I really recommend that. So yeah, that's it, guys, for this video on what you need when you bring home a rabbit. I'm still working on the apartment tour. It's been a work in progress. I've lived in this studio for so long, and it's just always evolving. But I really want to show you guys Lennon's living space and how I've sort of bunny-proofed things and whatnot, because I know I've been getting that request for a while. So keep checking in for that. But in the meantime, let me know what else you want to see in the comments below, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.